Next up, we're in Parkdale, a southeast suburb of Melbourne.
So what a beautiful facade you've got here. It's quite impacting in terms of the colours. So it's, you know, you've got your dark colours and then your light colours and that cladding. Talk me through those choices.
We used a LuxeWall, which is made from Bondo. We used a 50mm panelling. It is a monument mat, which is very striking, very tactile to touch. I'm not sure if you touched it. It's actually very nice to touch. And on the top part of the house, we use a surf mist. Again, matte. But some of the actual paneling, especially on the feature part of the house, is all VJ, and then some of the other parts of it is also smooth. So it gives you that contrast between something that's not normal, but also feels quite at home in the neighbourhood. And the best thing about it, no maintenance.
It's also wrapped around the pillars and things like that too. So you've carried that same product through externally.
Part of when we deal with the Bondo and when we order the product, we also work out which corners they call cranking, which is the panels are bent, so it becomes seamless. On the outside, we also use that as part of the main pillar to the actual front porch.
Well, it looks beautiful with all the greenery, and then you walk into this light-filled void and you've got this lovely green feature wall. So that's quite a bold design choice. Was there something behind the choice in the green paint?
Yeah, I wanted something that was really bringing in the nature, and that's why I chose green, even though the builder was totally against it, did not understand, are you really sure you want this color? And I was like, yes, this is exactly the color I want.
Well, it works so beautifully, and I love all the linear lines in the actual cladding and how it works with this beautiful open staircase. So with this open staircase, it means all of that natural light from the front door comes streaming in, which, you know, again makes it feel bigger than it actually is.
We wanted big windows in the front door, but also the privacy, so we had the film put onto it to make sure that no one could see in, but we still had lots of light in the front, including the void.
I love that you've been a little bit bolder in your choices, from the pattern in the film to the pattern on the cladding. That facade is quite modern, and then you've carried those quirky touches throughout, which I'm assuming is a bit of a reflection on your personality. So I like that you've made it your own, so well done.
Thank you.
It's really important when you're building or renovating to assess window placement at the plan stage. This way you can look at how much natural light's going to flood into the home, because this could actually make or break how big an area it feels. So the house is beautiful, and you've just recently moved in. So now you're settled and enjoying everything that you've worked really hard for.
Yes.
What's your favourite part about the house?
It's the staircase, the higher ceilings upstairs, the lighting, and the energy efficiency is great.
So have you done that with all of your builds, or just this one in particular?
No, just this one in particular, because I wanted to have a more comfortable living without spending a lot of money on energy bills, etc. Plus, it's more, from my background in Scandinavia, houses are built a lot more energy efficient than what I've seen over in Australia.
Yes, definitely.
The reason why we used the Bondo product is that it's a self-supporting structure. So it's simple to use, it's well insulated, and there's no painting or anything needs to be done to it. Really, it's a matter of just fitting it on top of the actual frame itself of the house, and it becomes a feature of the house. So the idea was to expose that area. It gives it a little bit more feature to the Bondo roof.
I think it works really well, and I like that it's black and it picks up on the black handles, and then you've got these really interesting stools here with black accents. So I think it's all tied together really well. So well done.
Thank you.
And in terms of the layout upstairs, so it's nice and open down here, but it's quite generous in terms of the room sizes and the bathroom sizes and the layouts in those areas. So I noticed that you had 2 baths, which, you know, is...
Yes, so we decided to make sure that you could have a bath in the main bathroom or in the ensuite, and I wanted to have them both installed so it would show out the good proportions of the bathrooms.
I think you've really, you know, hit the nail on the head in terms of it being a functional and comfortable layout and design. These days it is hard to find these larger blocks to put everything that you want on there, but I feel like you've still got a decent backyard, you've still got a garage space, there's storage, this really beautiful open plan living, decent sized bedrooms and bathrooms, so you've still managed to do that on a small block, so it's quite creative.
Thank you.